Hey, welcome to the How to Podcast series. It's Dave with you. It's the Daily Dave. Yeah. Well, it's here and there, Daily Dave. How's that? When I have time, when we have something to chat about, outside of our numbered episodes, we do the Daily Dave. This is this flexible mini episode that we can throw in anywhere we want. So welcome to the show. This is your first time here. We do all kinds of great stuff here on the show. We have guest co-hosts on. I do solo episodes. We do Daily Daves. We do a bunch of different things. We have a lot of fun here, and we talk podcasting. And we make it about you. We don't make it about me as a host. We make it about you. So when you hit play, did you hear me tell you about all my awards? No, because I don't have any. Did you hear me tell you how long I've been podcasting? No, because it's irrelevant. Did you hear me brag about Dave this, Dave that, Dave this, Dave that? No. Why? Because this show's about you, not me. And I'm glad you're here. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for being here. First timers, welcome. Long time listeners, you know who you are. Thank you so much. Appreciate everyone for being here. And you can always find me at howtopodcast.ca. It's where my website is, where I live. I have a calendar link right there. You can have time with me anytime you want. Totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. All it costs you is your time. And you and I can have a virtual coffee, talk about anything to do with podcasting. Love to help you. Love to do that. So please reach out anytime. Let's chat. September 30th. Do you know what that is? September 30th. Did you forget? Oh no. You forgot, didn't you? Okay. All right. Well, that's why I'm here. September 30th is a very important day. You're like, crap, is it my anniversary? No. Is it someone whose birthday is on September 30th? It's not that. No, it's not your doctor appointment. It's not your dentist appointment. You're not getting your oil changed in the car on September 30th that I know of. It's something bigger than that. September 30th is International Podcast Day. Ta-da! Did you know that? No, you didn't know that. So I'm here to remind you about International Podcast Day, September 30th, and I want to challenge and encourage you to come up with some ways to celebrate International Podcast Day on your podcast and with your community. I'm glad you're here. You ready? Let's talk about this. September 30th, International Podcast Day, an annual celebration of podcasting's global impact, creativity, and community. Podcasters can take this opportunity to elevate their shows and strengthen connections with their communities through special content, interactive events, and outreach. Here's some ways for you to celebrate on your podcast for September 30th. You ready? Special episode releases. How about you and I, we drop a themed episode like I'm doing right now around International Podcast Day, sharing behind the scenes stories, reflections on your podcast journey, interviews with fellow creators, highlighting another podcast you love. Do something special for this event. Make it different than your normal everyday episode for your show. So if you have a real estate podcast, great. You talk real estate every episode. Awesome. One special episode to celebrate International Podcast Day where you talk about your podcast and maybe your community and your listeners and such. What about a listener appreciation segment for your podcast on that date or close to that date? Dedicate part of your show to thank your listeners. Read their messages on the show. Answer any Q&As. Have their speak pipe message play on your show, right? Or share some audience milestones, your podcast milestones. This is just a personal touch that really helps to foster loyalty and a sense of belonging for your audience, that this is their show too. Not just yours, it's their show. What about collaborating with other podcasters, guest swaps? There's a lot of things you can do here. Partner with other podcasters. like Dave here on the How to Podcast series. Guest appearances, possibly a roundtable discussion with other people, celebrate audio storytelling, all these collaboration ideas, expand your reach, and showcase your podcast's diversity. It's more than just what you normally do on your show. You can also add in some podcasting tips. And education. Hey, that's what I do here. Share some actionable advice or lessons you've learned as a podcaster with aspiring creators. You don't know who's listening to your show. You might have people who are like, I want to do what you're doing. Then encourage them so that next year on September 30th, for the next International Podcast Day in 2026, they'll have a podcast by then because you inspired them. So come up with a way for you to talk about your journey as a podcaster and encourage the next person to follow your path. What about ways that you can celebrate with your community themselves, the people who listen to your show? What about a virtual or a live meetup? What about organizing an online chat, listener parties, or a community Zoom room to exchange stories with your audience? What about gathering feedback, maybe through your SpeakPipe? What about your favorite podcast episode recommendations and having your audience submit theirs? What's their favorite episode? Start working on this now for September 30th, right? This is all bonus content celebrating your podcast and joining with all the other podcasters also celebrating International Podcast Day, September 30th. I'm reminding you many times so you don't forget. What about some kind of feature on social media? Use hashtag International Podcast Day, all one word, in the show notes, and share your show updates, listener testimonials, reviews, creator interviews. Do a fun poll. Encourage fans to post their favorite episodes or podcast moments. What about a giveaway, a contest? Something to get people interested in participating. Host some kind of giveaway. Give away some swag, stickers, I don't know, something. Do something. Exclusive content, or maybe have an opportunity for one of your listeners to get a guest spot on your show. They can win a chance to be on your podcast. That's kind of cool. You could run listener contests such as their best fan for the show, for example, or review an episode or make a suggestion for a future episode. Just throw the attention on your audience. And also use this as a chance to invite your audience to support and give back to the show. Inspire your community to review or support your show and other indie podcasters, or give back to the show by promoting lesser known creators or actually donating and giving to your show so that you can continue doing what you do. Podcasters can also spotlight charitable podcasts or great places to donate to. These are all opportunities that you can use on September 30th, International Podcast Day, to raise awareness around podcasting and great creators. What is the impact and the significance of September 30th, International Podcast Day? It's about celebrating everything to do with podcasting. And it reminds us that podcasting is a vibrant, inclusive form of storytelling and community. It has the power to connect, it has the power to inform, and it can help to inspire a global audience to fall in love with podcasting. By using this day and making it a priority for you and your audience, you can create and engage and recognize the voices that make podcasting so amazing and so special. Podcasters fuel growth and innovation for years to come as we shine the light on podcasting. On September 30th, don't forget, September 30th is International Podcast Day. I can't wait to see what you're going to do on your show. reach out to me. Let me know. Let's celebrate together on September 30th. It's our day, everybody. It's our day. Don't let this pass you by. Do something now. Start planning right now, right after this episode. Come up with a plan and execute it for September 30th, International Podcast Day. Will you stand up and participate? Will you do this? Will you commit? Come on, I'm looking at you. Will you promise? Will you take action? Don't let this pass you by. Share your story. Do something special and let me know. I want to hear what you did. I want to hear what you accomplished. I want to know how you celebrated. September 30th, International Podcast Day. What are you doing? What are your plans? Let's do this. Let's do this. It's our day. Don't let it pass you by. September 30th, International Podcast Day. Start planning now. Excited to hear what you're going to do. You can tell I'm happy. You tell I'm excited. Yes, because I love hearing what you guys do. And I can't wait to share what you do with this audience. If you have any messages for me to share in and around International Podcast Day, go to my speak pipe on howtopodcast.ca. Tell me about your show. Tell me about your plans, whatever you got, and I'll gladly share it here. And don't forget to mention your podcast so that I can share that with everybody as well. Happy International Podcast Day, September 30th. Podcasting looks good on you, I gotta say. It's looking really nice. Enjoy your day, everybody. Happy International Podcast Day. Woo! Okay, cheers.
International Podcast Day is September 30th, and you can help spread the word. You may be asking, what can I do to get involved? It's pretty simple. Head over to internationalpodcastday.com and check the suggestions. Then use hashtag International Podcast Day to join the conversation. You can reach out and connect with other podcasters, listeners, and your favorite podcast hosts. Remember September 30th, International Podcast Day, a day-long celebration of the power of podcasts.